are. That's not a reflection
But the
of
U.S.
what will-
position has been that they have to totally dismantle. Is that still the U.S. position? That's been the public position of the president, the
Right,
secretary.
the bright red line is that Iran will not have a nuclear weapon. That is unacceptable. That's been President Trump's statement from the start. Now, one could ask if you need enriched uranium at 60% for a peaceful program. I'm not in those negotiations. I don't know what questions will be asked, but that is the bright red line. And that's going to be discussed in private between the people who are assigned to have that conversation. And if there's anything, we know it's what is acceptable and not acceptable to President Trump, and that position has been clear.
No, I understand that.
Yes, ma'am.
But at a much lower level, something 5% plus, the question was whether they have to give up all uranium, which
And
has been the
if we
official
were in
US
Rome
position.
and having lunch, we
We'd
could
be
have a
much happier,
conversation.
wouldn't we?
I will certainly will not at all presume what diplomatic conversations or now what might be negotiations. I'm not going to presume about them or comment or have an opinion. You
So
had a
this is
second part.
This is the second.
Yes, ma'am.
Second issue. There has been an attempted hijacking on an airplane internally in Belize, Tropic Air, and it involved an alleged hijacker who was a U.S. citizen who, according to law enforcement reports down there, was fatally shot on a confrontation with police. He's been identified as a U.S. citizen and a passport holder. Does the State Department have anything on this?
Not yet. We watched that unfold, I think, as everyone else did. Horrifying. We are grateful, I think all of us are, that did not turn into a mass casualty event with, I believe, over a dozen people on the plane. Clearly, we know a few details. We don't know much more. But as I was actually working on the briefing, that came across my timeline. It came across yours, and it's terrifying. But thank God we don't know about injuries or any other details, so I certainly can't comment. But it seems like there was obviously effective law enforcement on the ground, and that's all I have for you now. But obviously we're watching it as well.
Thank you.
All right. Yes, Humaira.
Hi, Tammy. Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Back to your comments a moment ago that Matt also picked up. The civilized world waits to see if Russia is serious. So we're just trying to understand what exactly is the United States waiting, given Russia rejected President Trump's proposal? What exactly are the metrics here? And given Secretary said, we will see in weeks, like what